right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, we're GMS Mississippi camp. Okay, I'm the brother Yashimati to my right.
Balak.
And what we want to go into is how, right, prophecy will speak. You know, judgment will speak. Okay, because right now, you know, the Lord has, you know, matter of fact, before you get that, let's get that Ezekiel 3:17. You know, because what we're dealing with now, we're in the grace period, which is the warning, you know, before the storm. You know, so like, okay, yeah, go ahead, get it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17.
Yep.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yep.
Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Yeah, so this is the warning before the judgment. You know, the Lord has raised up watchmen, okay, from amongst his people, the tribes, okay, northern and southern kingdom. Okay, you got prophets from all tribes that have been raised up to give Israel a warning of what the Lord is getting ready to do in the earth. You see, because the warning is for Israel, you know, and we know that there's only a remnant that's going to take heed to the warning. So this grace period was a warning, all right, before the judgment. Okay, you know, Jake, you know, want to debate. You want to debate with the warning. You know, imagine if there's a hurricane warning, okay, and you want to debate with it. No, nigga, the hurricane is on the way. Okay, we're just warning you about it. You see, that's why we're not here to debate. Okay, we're not here to go back and forth. No, we're here to give you the warning. You take with it what you want to do with it. Okay, so we're in a time, all right, of this grace period where the Lord, you know, through his mercy is allowing, you know, his people to be warned. But there's only a remnant that's going to take heed, and that's who we were sent to. Because the scripture say we were sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know, and those lost sheep are the elect of Yahushua that was predestined to take heed to the warning and repent and come back to obedience through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, you had something, bro? Yeah, you got it.
Get it? Because, as he said, it's for the elect. Because the elect only is going to go, the elect only ones that's going to heed his call, you know?
Yep. Yeah, so we, right now, we're in the warning before the storm. You know, that's probably what we'll call a lesson. You know, warning before the storm, before judgment speaks. You got it, bro.
Okay, this is John chapter 10, verse 14. I am the good shepherd.
Yep.
And I know my sheep.
Go ahead.
And I am known of mine.
Yep, go ahead.
You know? So once the elect hear that call, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna hear, they're gonna feel in their spirit that this is the right way.
Yep.
This is the right way. These are the true names.
Yep.
And they're gonna call upon names, they're gonna worship names, they're gonna do whatsoever the names have given instruction to do.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Not everybody gonna get this, you know, because you're gonna have some sheep that just, you know, go straight. You know? You know, he's calling his, because everybody else gonna get ready to be slaughtered.
Go ahead.
Okay, just continue from verse Ezekiel 3.
You finished 17?
Yeah, that finished 17.
Okay, yeah, go back to Ezekiel 12 and 21.
Okay.
You know, because as we've been giving this warning out, like you said, the elect, the hopeful elect, are taking heed, and the rest, okay, are becoming worse, mocking, ignoring, or either whatever it is. Whatever you're doing outside of repenting, you know, all right, whatever that you're into besides repenting for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, well, you're considered enemy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and he's finna treat you as such with judgment, man. Okay, because what words didn't teach, true judgment gonna teach. You see, true judgment gonna teach everything that words couldn't teach. All right, because you deal with our people, you know, it's a people. Like the scripture says, it's a stiff-necked people. You know, and the Most High would always have to judge Jake, you know, extremely harsh. Okay, because Jake got an extremely hard ass goddamn head. You know, but you got it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21.
Yep.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man,
Yep.
what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?
Yep. So our people now, even if they don't verbalize it, you know, their lack of urgency is as if the Lord not moving on the earth. Like, you look at what's happening, the signs, we can see that the Lord is getting ready to visit the earth with judgment, man. He's also going to visit it with mercy. And we're telling our people the instructions, okay, to receive mercy. You know? Real quick, let's get 2nd Ezra 7 and 21. And then we'll get back to Ezekiel 12, you know, 22. So we're giving our people the instructions to receive mercy and the consequences of rejecting the Lord's mercy, man. Because this is all, the prophets was raised up as a token of mercy, okay, to Israel, but we know only a remnant is gonna take heed and appreciate that mercy, man. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 21.
Yep.
For Yahweh Shemashai had given straight commandments
Yep.
to such as come.
Yep.
What shall they do to live, even as they come, and what they should do, what they should observe to avoid punishment?
Yeah, so the Lord gave straight command what they do what they should do to live. And they've been given straight commandment what to observe to avoid punishment. You see? So the prophets have been raised up with thorough instructions. You see? We're not just telling you to repent and then, you know, just leave it open. No, we're telling you the specifics, okay, of Yahweh Bashim al-Shai and what he expects. Okay? You know, we're telling you his likes and dislikes. We're telling you what he's getting ready to judge and why he's getting ready to judge. We're telling you about the devil, Esau Edom, what he's up to. Okay? The bone that the Most High gonna pick with this nigga, man. So you're being told the full spectrum. You know, you've been shown the full spectrum of the mind of the Most High that he wants us to have in these last days. You know, and this is the Lord showing mercy via the prophets. Okay? This is Yahweh Bashim al-Shai showing mercy via the prophets. So if you ignore the mercy, you're done. Because you've been given thorough instructions, man. That's why when Yahweh Shai comes, well, the famine of the word is going to be the Lord done talking, man. And it's going to be all action at that point. Because this is the dialogue. Okay? After this ain't no more dialogue, it's just going to be judgment, man. Okay? You got it, bro. You had something?
I was gonna say, yeah, because as scripture says, in land of their captivity, they're gonna bethink themselves.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna get right. They're gonna start rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, because they know what they heard, and they know now. They heard like, okay, the Lord said do this, and he'll when he return, he'll come, he'll save me. But if I do this, if I go this path, if I walk this path, if I continue in the world, I will be destroyed along with this world, this current earth age, and those of it. You know? Because, again, the Lord, as of the time of Noah, he gave Noah, he allowed Noah to give out the warning, you know, that the flood was coming, you know, and they continued, you know, and what, they got washed away. You know, and the Lord, he does the same thing. He's fair. He's going to allow the warning to go out before he makes his move, you know. He's not going to he's going to blindside those that ignored him and those that were not looking for him. But you can't say he did not give you warning, you know.
Yeah, scripture speak about people being willingly ignorant, you know. So yeah, you can go back to that Ezekiel 12 and 22. You see, because this is the time of the Lord warning, you know. But then we're transitioning into the time of action. You know, and we see an uptick in judgment. Okay, well, scripture speak about how, you know, a wise man, all right, in the day of visitation will humble himself. You see, so here it is. We see our power get more active in the earth. but niggas are wilding out more.
Mm.
So it's gonna come a time where the Lord just gonna stop. He's gonna shut down the verbal warning from the prophets and just go all action on Jake, man.
Mm.
You know, and he's done it before. There was a time when Jeremiah, look, he told Jeremiah, look, damn them niggas, man. Okay, and he just sent the Babylonians, man. Jeremiah warned them niggas, king after king. Okay, Jeremiah prophesied through a few kings, man. Niggas wouldn't get it, and the Lord got to the point to where I'ma just send the Babylonians.
Mm.
You know, I'm done talking with these niggas, man. Finna put these niggas in captivity, man. Okay, so when you deal with Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, once that grace period run out, it's all action after that.
Mm.
Okay, and we coming into the time of action, man. You got it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 22.
Yep.
Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel?
Yep.
Saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth.
Yeah, every vision failing. You know, and our people look at what we're saying because it doesn't happen the next day or the same day when we say it, as if, you know, the Lord wants them known, and that's what's going to make it. All right, the Lord is setting them up to be that thief in the night, like you say, the blind side, because the more they hear about these prophecies, and the prophecies don't directly affect them immediately, the more they get numb to it. You know, and the Lord wants them numb so he can come as that thief in the night, so he can blindside them, okay, and overwhelm them with judgment, man. Okay, you keep reading, bro.
Okay. Verse 23. Tell them therefore, thus said the Lord by power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel.
Yeah, so the Lord gonna make it to cease by what? Making these prophecies speak. Okay? Making these prophecies have a direct effect on your day to day. You see, when you're actually starving, you're not gonna need no one to tell you about, prophesy to you about the famine. Nigga, we here is not a prophecy no more. Okay? You're in the famine. Not gonna prophesy about the pestilence. People are really, you know, croaking out and, you know, being infected by, you know, deadly diseases. Okay, the teeth of wild beasts. You're not gonna need anyone to tell you about the details that's to come, because you're gonna be living in it. Okay, it's gonna be all action. All right, so you're not gonna need no one to go into the details and give you the signs of the times we in. No, you're gonna be in it. Prophecy is gonna become the present. Okay, go ahead.
But say unto them, the days are at hand.
Yep.
And every effect of every vision.
Yep, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Okay, these prophecies gonna have a direct effect on the planet Earth, man. Okay, there's gonna be no one that's not gonna be unscathed by prophecy, man. You know, whether that's punishment or mercy. Okay, but the hour of temptation is coming where, hey, people gonna have to make a decision. See, people gonna have to make a decision with this seal. That's gonna happen. You know, all this debating, it ain't this and it ain't that, and this what it is this, is Christianity, is the embargo, is this. Okay, well, it's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to make a decision. Is you're gonna let this man put this technology in you, man? Okay, and you're not gonna have a breakdown to tell you what's happening in real time. No, that's happening now. If you don't get it now, when the Lord, shuts down the ministry via the family of the word, okay, you're gonna have to operate on the belief system that you develop in this grace period, man. Okay, go ahead. You had something?
Okay.
Get what you had. Yeah.
Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11.
Yep.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, you got it. Break it down.
You see, because, you know, as the brother said, because you didn't get judged, you got the warning today, but you don't get judged yesterday, you be like, all right, the Lord ain't going to do nothing, so I can continue to do my filth.
Yeah.
I can continue to go against him, mock his servants, and nothing will happen to me. You know, they can continue to go on the highways and hedges and prophesy, and nothing happen. I can continue in his life. You know, so it's fully set in them to continue in that lifestyle, to continue to be rebellious, to continue to be wicked, and they grow and grow and grow and grow to what? It made a perfect work. I mean, their wickedness is full. You know, the Lord just allowing them to continue because He's long suffering. But also, you won't be able to make an excuse. You won't be able to say I didn't know or that was a mistake. Nah, you was fully set in your wickedness. You know, the Lord's gonna be completely justified when He put this world to work.
That's a beautiful point. Because now you can't just be wicked. You got to ignore righteousness to be wicked now. You see? That's a beautiful point. Like, you really, now you harden your neck against the Most High. Because the prophet's out. Matter of fact, get that real quick in St. John 15, I want to say 20, is it 22? They have no cloak for their sin. It's in that 22, 23. I believe St. John 15. You know, like you say, it's a beautiful point. You know, you read the precept.
This is John chapter 15, verse 22.
Yep.
If I had not come and spoken unto them,
Yep.
they had not had sin.
Yeah, so if Yahweh Shah didn't come to them, they had not sinned. And guess what? Yahweh Shah has come again via the prophets whom has been raised up in these latter days. Okay? Because we come in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. We're ambassadors of Yahweh Shah. You know, so we come with the word, okay, in the ministry, the continuation of the ministry of Yahweh Shah. You see? So the fact that the prophets are out, and there's no one with more content than the prophets on YouTube. There's no way that there's anyone with more content. All these different videos to go up all day, all night, every day. Okay? So the Lord has made it to where now you got to intentionally avoid righteousness to continue on the wickedness. You see? You know, nah. You see? It's one thing when it's all, you know, you just got one aspect, you know, wicked is just the standard and there's nothing to, you know, that's condemning wickedness. But no, the prophets have been raised up from amongst, guess what? Your own kinsmen. Right from amongst you. The people that used to be at the same Thanksgiving dinner table. Same Christmas dinner. You know? Yeah, you guys, bro.
I was just going to say that because, like, they'll hear it. And they'll hear it. But they'll say this, I'm still going to do it for the kids. Look, no matter what the reason was, cut that kid off. What you just said, I'm still going to do it.
Okay.
You still gonna sell it, even though the Lord said don't do it. You still gonna go against Him and be rebellious and do it anyway.
Now it's an open rebellion. It's one thing to rebel in ignorance, but now it's an open. It's a conscious rebellion. If I'm saying that right, it's a conscious rebellion now. You see, because now you got the precept. You see, now the precept out there. So now you do it. It's a conscious rebellion. It's a willful rebellion. You know, and that's why the judgment gonna be so harsh. You had something.
Okay, I'm gonna continue this.
Okay, you got it.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Yep, you got it, bro.
You know, now because of the warnings went out. Not only that, it been going on for time and time and time. You know, you've been getting perfect breakdowns, perfect corrections.
Yep.
You know, you didn't heard about the role of a man, the role of a woman, what you should do, what you should not do. And you still went forth and did your deed. Now there's no cloak. You ain't got no excuse. You can't cover it over I didn't know or like nobody taught me.
Oh, you can't play ignorant.
Yeah, you can't play ignorant. You know, there's no cloak. You can't cover this.
Yep.
You know, there's no covering for it.
And then all this mocking is going up.
Oh man.
You know, so that lets us know that this is what niggas is talking about in their little circles. The fact that you made it to the point to where you feel, you feel motivated to do a lesson. You know, to do a video and mock. You know, you feel it's to the point to where you're having to do a video. Well, that lets us know what you niggas be talking about behind the scenes. Just like in Ezekiel, he told Ezekiel, look behind the wall, look, peek in at these niggas, man. You know, because the nigga that mock, the nigga woman that mocks, that make these videos, they're just a representation of the conversation that Jake be having behind the scenes. Okay, which is a condemnation unto you. But the fact that you can mock it, that's acknowledging that you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You got it, bro.
This is back in Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 24. For there shall be no more vain vision nor flattering divination within the house of Israel.
Yeah, so all this vanity that our people are into, you know, all these, you know, the ancestors, you know, niggas still think about black economics, niggas still talking about, you know, black banks, and, you know, that's vanity, man. You see? This vanity that our people are into, okay, this culture that our people have become so comfortable, okay, and content with, it's all vanity, man. And the Lord finna break this shit up through prophecy, man. Prophecy gonna break up all the vanity that our people are into, man. Go ahead. You can say something?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 25. For I am Yahweh Shem Shai, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass.
I shall speak. How the Lord gonna speak through the prophets? How are you speaking? So it's gonna come a time where the prophets that you mock, everything that they're telling you is gonna be a reality. It's gonna be your new reality, man. Prophecy will be your new reality, man. The same prophets that you mock, the Lord's gonna have these words that He's, you know, inspiring us, He's influencing us, you know, to speak, become your reality, man. Okay, and there's gonna be no need to talk, man. When you're starving to death, nigga, you don't need the commentary, nigga. Okay? It's just gonna be your reality at this point, and you're gonna know why. Okay? You're gonna know exactly why you're starving. You're gonna know exactly why you're getting ready to eat your children. Okay? Why troops are coming in and ravishing your women. You're gonna know exactly why. Okay? Go ahead.
It shall be no more prolonged.
Yep, it shouldn't be no more prolonged. Go ahead.
For in your days.
In your days. Go ahead.
O rebellious house.
Your rebellious house. Go ahead.
Will I say the word and will perform it?
Yep, I will say the word and perform it. You see, Jake, like you say, Jake is just used to word going out and it don't be performed in me. But no, it's gonna come a time where the Lord just gonna begin to perform these words. Ain't gonna be no more to verbalize. No, we going to another phase now. You know, now it's time to perform these words. Okay, so you Israelites that refuse to take heed, you see, you're gonna get caught up in the execution of the Lord's wrath. When he begins to execute His wrath, you're gonna get caught up in that wrath, man. You know, you got it, bro. You can get that Isaiah 66 and 15. You know, but this is the rebuke now. You know, you're offended at the rebuke of the prophets. You know, you get told, you know, niggas get their feathers ruffled, get uncomfortable. You know, this is just a verbal warning. Well, Yahushua got another way of rebuking. Let's read how Yahushua gonna rebuke. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
Yep. For
behold, Yahweh Shem Shai will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Yep. So Yahushua is gonna come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. Okay, that's the heavenly host. So Yahushua coming with fire, and what he's gonna do with that fire? Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury.
Yep.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
With flames of fire to render his rebuke. So Yahushua rebuke is gonna be fire. You're gonna feel his rebuke. Right now you're hearing the rebuke, but it's gonna go to the next phase. You see, because the verbal warning is not coming across. It's not being received well.
Yeah.
So now it's time to go to the next sense. You know, feel. You know, yeah. Because hearing the hearing ain't doing it.
Yeah.
So now let's go to the next sense. Let's go to feel now. Touch. You know what I mean? You got it, bro.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of y'all seen it, like a fight before or discipline. You know, when they said, "I done told you," when they start talking, they're like,
yeah.
That's the Lord.
Yeah.
That's the Lord. You gonna feel it now.
Yeah.
Verse 16. For the fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Yeah, that's how he gonna plead with you. You see? Right now we're pleading verbally. warning you and plead with you verbally. But Yahushua not coming to do no. There's no need. There's not going to be any verbal, communication with Yahushua in this world. It's going to be all judgment. That's how he's going to communicate. Judgment, fire. Okay? Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. It's going to be 2/3 in the mix, you heathen. Okay? What you heathen are done. This warning is not for you. You're just being informed. See, we're warning Israel because there's an elect amongst Israel that's going to take heed to the warning and repent. Come back to righteousness. Okay? But you heathen, you're just being informed. Okay? You don't have any options. See, you're through. Death to captivity. That's all you got. We're just letting you know what it is. We're the messengers of the king. You see? So now let's get that in 2nd Ezra 7 and 33. End on that. Right side.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 33.
Yep.
And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment.
Yeah, the Lord shall appear upon the seat of judgment. And how is he going to do that? Through Yahushua. It's going to be Yahushua in that chariot, because that chariot is going to be the judgment throne that Yahushua is going to bring to the earth. He's going to bring his throne from the spiritual realm to the earth and begin to execute judgment in the earth. And he's coming as a representative of what? The Father. That's the closest you can get to the Most High himself coming to the earth is his son, Yahushua. Because he's going to judge with Yahushua's anger. Okay? Real quick, just to prove that, get Revelation 19 and 15. Then we jump back to that. To show you, what anger is he going to be judging in? You see?
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 15. 15?
Yeah.
Come. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword.
Yep.
That with it that he should smite the nations.
Yep. And out of his mouth, that sharp sword is talking about that fire. Okay? That concentrated fire that's going to be coming out the chariot. The mouth represents the opening of the chariot. And it shows you what that fire going to be swinging back and forth as a sword, like a swordsman. You see? Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yep.
And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of an almighty power.
Oh, he tread the winepress, because you people are going to be like a winepress. Okay? Which Yahushua is going to come violently slaughtered. You see? And it says he did it in the anger of the almighty power. See? Speaking of the Most High. So Yahushua is coming with the anger of the Father upon him. Okay? He's going to judge with the anger of the Father upon him, the Almighty. Al-Shaja, terrible demon-like power. Hey, because right now, the verbal one that we're introducing you to Yahushua. You see? We're warning you of Yahushua. But see, in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, okay? But when he introduces himself, it's going to be Al-Shaja. You see? You people going to get Al-Shaja. If you, reject the warning that comes from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, well, you got to get introduced to Al-Shaja. Hey, I know brother, he be into the anime, and you see, he probably going to it more, but a lot of these certain, good characters be having a dark alter ego. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they call it, the term, but
they'll sometimes break their limits.
Yeah.
Or like that, they'll have this dark state. Like once you continue to hurt their friends or hurt them, they'll just snap.
Yeah.
They'll just snap and go all out and lose control.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how he's gonna come. Like in Habakkuk chapter 2. He said, Lord, were you angry at the rivers?
Yeah. Chapter 3, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's like in chapter 3?
Yeah, but you right book, though.
God. The Lord gonna come. That's how angry he's gonna be. He just gonna let loose. Let loose all that anger, that frustration. Y'all rebelling. for what y'all did to him. You know? He's coming back with that fierce anger and the wrath of the almighty power of Yahweh.
Yep.
You know?
You got it, bro. Verse back to second Ezra. Yeah. We're gonna close it out.
This is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 33. Verse 33. And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment,
Yep.
and misery shall pass away,
Yep.
and the long suffering shall have an end.
Go ahead.
But judgment only shall remain.
Oh, judgment only shall remain. That's the only thing left for judgment. Okay? Because it's to the point to nigga just getting worse. You know, our people just continue and they're accelerating and getting worse, man. Alright? So the only thing left is judgment. Jake finished. Our people finished, man. 2/3 finished. Esau done. Okay? The heathens, okay, they just confused. Okay? So now, man, the only thing left is judgment. Alright? For the Lord to begin to set everything right, but it begins with judgment. Okay? New kings come in with what? Judgment. Making statements. Okay? How does a new king introduce himself to his new subjects? Judgment. Nigga, this is what it is. The action gonna go way further. Nothing to verbal. I don't like this. I don't. We telling you that now. What he don't like and what's acceptable. So now we get to the time where no, only thing left is judgment for him to show you what he don't like and what's acceptable, man. You got it, bro.
Truth shall stand.
Yep.
And faith shall wax strong.
Yep. So truth shall stand, faith shall wax strong, because as we're seeing judgment increase, man, our faith is gonna just keep going through the roof. Go ahead.
And the work shall flow, and the reward shall be shown.
Yep. The work shall flow, and the reward shall be shown to what? The hopeful elect. Go ahead.
And the good deed shall be of force.
Yep.
And the wicked deed shall bear no rule.
Yeah, so we come to a time where, like me and the brother were discussing, you know, this is a society where wickedness goes unjudged because of the wicked rulership. You know, you can be wicked, and if you have the resources, okay, if you have the resources, you can do what you want. But see, Howard Shah is bringing a new standard of judgment to where it's going to be based off righteousness. You know, it's going to be based off predestination. Okay? So now it's a new standard of judgment that's going to come in the earth. It's going to overwhelm the earth, man. You know, you have what I'm saying? Okay, well, we'll leave it there. You know, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you few sisters edified once again. We'll give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutations, hopefully, Shalom.
Shalom.